We're here. We're here. We're live.
Yo.
We're back. I forgot to close the door behind me.
Gentlemen.
I forgot to close the door behind me. I forgot to put stuff away. I'm all disheveled. It's Tuesday. Hang on a sec. Worse if it was Thursday. 'Cause then we'd be on the wrong day. What's going on, everyone? What's going on, boys?
Yep.
After a couple weeks of game streaming, we're back to talk and commiserate and stuff. So
To the podcast land.
yes, summertime is always tough, right?
Yeah.
Because you know, there's the stuff that's going on. There is stuff going on, but it's kind of ancillary, unless you're a game and then you're delayed. But you know, there's not a ton of talk going on at the moment. Gearing up for what sounds to be like quiet Gamescom. There's
You
stuff
think
we'll
we
talk
get
about
a
tonight.
007 announcement?
Ooh. Would be nice. Like, now, are you talking the 007
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye?
Yeah. Maybe. Would've
Maybe.
been cool.
I would take that. So
And the latest rumor so for PC Game Pass is Death Stranding.
What?
what?
Because one of the official accounts had an image of a rock. People were tracing back what game it came from, and it looked like there was that rock in Death Stranding. So who knows?
Ooh.
Well, you know,
This is not published by Sony, but by
By
505?
Kojima Productions, right?
well, yeah, well he did
Oh,
not.
505. It's
I
505
think it might
Games
be
that published it.
505.
Yeah.
So it could
So
be
they-
like
yeah, there could
like-
be
like
something
an
there where
MLB kind of deal.
so many years to PlayStation, and then after that, they can do whatever they want. It's on
Yeah.
PC,
Yeah.
right? So, interesting.
Huh.
That would give that game more legs on another platform. And it was on PlayStation first, and it went to PC after so long, and then then come on Xbox and Game Pass. It bring him more money, and maybe that was one of the deals. Whatever other game he's working on, cloud, game deal with Xbox, and maybe this is one of the perks too. So yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Maybe.
cool. I would like to play it.
I have.
Whether I play it on Xbox or PC or wherever. So.
Yeah.
Did you mess around with Skype again? Because I can drag Chris back in his own corner and have you have the main screen full screen.
no one put Chris in a corner.
Oh,
Yeah, no one. I boot him from the call, but that's
I ain't no baby.
What's going on, chat? Oh, Brother Driz has a question. Can you make me a clip? I mostly join your stream every day. Huh. What kind of clip you looking for? And by the way, what's going on? Brother Anthium popped in early. He said Spelunky 2, which I can get down with. Enough said. Take care, guys. I don't know if Anthium stuck around, but Doggy Dog is here. Brother Doggy Dog. Fellow Gamers United Guild brother from both Retro Renegades and the Iconic Video Games podcast. Lance, Brother Lance is here. It ain't Tuesday until the original
Lance.
NLG show is on. Brother Lance, brother, what just happened is in the house. What's going on, guys?
now what just happened.
Brother
Yeah.
Hasslehoff, Brother
what
Hasslehoff is here. Hello, chat. So people are starting to pile in for the evening, and this is gonna be like So you notice on the right-hand side, we don't have like big topics tonight. Oh, he's got some homework to do. He'll join back when he's done. All right. Hey, you know what? Homework, important stuff. Totally get that. Yeah, Driz has been hanging out with us a lot lately, especially on our game streams, and so we're really happy that he's joined the NLG family. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, we don't have much in the way of big topics tonight. Yeah, we'll talk about. What's up, Chuck? Hello, is this finally the Pac-Man live stream? I'm telling
Yes.
you,
Wacky.
we got
It's a
it. We
wacky
got to
show,
do
but
that.
hey, not that. We're not popping pills.
Not popping, we're packing.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Missed the memo on that one.
I know you eat enough of those, you'll see some ghosts.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
no, we're just gonna talk about whatever we damn well please tonight, and whatever you guys in the chat, you guys want to ask us questions tonight, and kind of you. This is an opportunity. You know, we always consider you guys not just our fans, not just our followers, not just our viewers, but our gaming family. And you know what? Tonight, if you guys want to sort of drive the show a little bit, we're happy to let you guys kind of interactively now within reason. So you know, but you know, we want to we celebrate you guys too. So you know, we'll just hang out and talk some games and talk about what's been going on, and see where the night takes us and see where the chat takes us. So Brother Lemon is in the house. Brother Lemon, I saw that picture on Twitter today, man. Hey, you did jack your knee up pretty well, but I am so glad that you're on the
I saw stitches, so hopefully there were no snitches.
Lemon!
I hope you heal well, brother.
Yes, brother. So, will there be another Rocket League battle with GoGameGo and Papa Pete? I don't know that was a battle. That was an ass kicking.
I wouldn't mind playing again.
No, absolutely.
No.
It's
Absolutely.
like lambs being guided to the slaughter, you know? It's like chop, chop, chop.
It was. Oh my gosh. It was like playing in that Halo tournament. Remember
Yeah.
with us and back. Oh my goodness. He's got a question. Hasslehoff always has the good question. So
And that is something that we talked about during the week. We're like, that's something we
Yeah.
can bring up,
yeah, absolutely. We will bring that up. So hey, Cyrus is in the house. Brother Myke, Uncle Peter, and step nephew Chris. What's going on, Brother Cy? How you doing, man? No, I hope everybody's had a great weekend. How about you boys?
That was good. It seems like so long ago that I'm ready for
know.
weekend again.
I know. You do anything ultra fun?
Sunday was pool night. Saturday, my daughter had a pool party, so it's like,
Nice.
so I did some yard work. So
Okay. Yard work is always good. You know,
no, it's not good. It's a necessity.
It is, but it can be. Come on, it can be relaxing. It can be fulfilling, right? Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't found that passion yet.
It very well could be that I am just bizarre.
No, I enjoy it more than I did in the past, I should say.
Well, when we play all these, farming and mowing simulators, all of a sudden driving a real tractor is nicer,
Drive a tractor trailer, but that's
right?
logging.
Logging in the snow.
I've driven a
I'm
real
not.
tractor.
Oh. Ah.
Back in the day, yeah, we used to make hay bales on stepdad's ranch.
Sweet. So you drove the big ass tractor with the big wheels.
Well, so my stepdad drove the big tractor with the nice AC and radio. I drove the old Ford tractor with maybe a torn canopy in.
Well, at least you had canopy.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
So what I was doing, I had a hookup to where it'll line up the hay, the grass, right, in the row, so that he can come behind and just drive over it with the baler, and and it sucks it up and then makes big hay bales. So this is long when I was a teen. I used to work on a ranch, work cattle and stuff when I was a teenager.
Nowadays, they all make those round ones. In the old days, it was like,
Well,
those rectangular things.
well, we made round ones back then too, big ones. This is 90s, early 90s, or late 80s, and we used them for our kata, or we would sell them. Put them on the trailer and go take them to wherever. So a lot of hard work. It was fun. I used to enjoy it being out there, and I had a chance. This other rancher or a person that owned a ranch next to ours wanted to hire me, be a ranch hand, and I thought about it for a second. I was like, do I want to be out here? There ain't no women out here, And it was right before I joined the Air Force, so I was like, well, I think I'm going to join the military and go to the big city.
From rancher to ranger.
Yeah. But that, it's funny that now that I think about out there, he's like, man, it would have been nice to be out there. It would have been quiet.
I've always I want to do the dude ranch thing at some point in my life.
Yeah.
Like my wife and I talked about it and wanting to give that a try.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I grew up, I had a great grandfather, they had a farm, so they had, horses, everything. And that's where I learned how to ride. And then when on the ranch when I was older, we worked cattle. We would, so, the cattle had, calves, the little ones, so you had to work them. So we had to wrestle them down so that, you can turn the boys into steers and, then give them their shots and stuff like that so they can stay healthy, so that when they get older, they're at they're a nice healthy weight. And we would take maybe about 24 calves to the auction yard, to sell them. I mean, that's how we made money for the ranch. And plus we worked for other ranches, did the same thing. And just whatever needed to get done, to maintain the ranch. So it was a lot of work, but it was cool. And we had a water hole out there too. So I would, my time off, go catch some catfish or whatever. So
nice. What just happened?
Nice.
Said Air Force, thank you for your service. Of course.
thank you.
Christopher Westerman, what's going on, brother? And I saw, of course, he said hi to Cyrus. And brother Paul is here, Cerebral Paul.
Mr. Paul.
Mr. Paul. That's really cool, man. See, we learned something new about the mysterious Chris Williams today.
And I know I'm from Texas. It's always that saying, oh, Texas, everybody has a hat, boots, and cattle. Well, I guess I did at one time, but we do live in cities.
You have electricity.
And we have electricity.
I mean,
You have
everyone
your
watched
own.
Dallas, the TV show, right? So we know they have cities and
That's right.
skyscrapers.
That's right.
That's right.
You live in a city, but you can still drive out to the ranch.
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys literally have your own power.
Pretty much.
So, that's cool. And you had to work this weekend, so you were a little busy.
Yeah, and I really didn't get any game, and then I think I played a little bit of I've been on Assassin's Creed Origin.
And
So, huh? Yeah. What? No, not
quick,
again.
time out.
What?
We got a super chat from Super Mega Graphic 64, $2 for the Dude Ranch fund.
He said, Mullis.
Yo.
He said, Mullis, you want a dude ranch? Yes, make this happen. Need videos. I think that's going to be something we're going to do in the next year or two. I'm dead serious. I think my wife is kind of in that mindset that she'd like to try that, and I would.
Yeah, you should.
Well, thank you, Si. Thank you, brother Si.
Well, hey, you got rid of your fences, right? Your wooden fences, but you could turn your place into a dude ranch. Just put some barbed wire, sir.
Barbed wire. We've got room for cows.
Yeah,
we had. Remember, we had chickens.
Start with some goats or some. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I've learned how to I've learned how to take care of goats through Goat Simulator. I mean, video games can help
Exactly.
with that.
I mean, you milk them, you make cheese and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And once in a while, you fry one up.
Yeah, but no, yeah, there you go. But you know, nowadays with streaming, it's not about living off the land or the animals. It's about streaming on the land and the animals. You know, that's lately I've been seeing this one female that streams funny videos with her. She has an emu.
Oh, I've seen
Oh,
that.
Right there, yeah.
yeah. The name of what's the name of the emu? Oh shoot, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's always trying to eat the camera.
Always, yeah. It's emu, and then there's another animal that's doing the same thing.
Yes, I
then a
love
deer.
those. Love those videos.
Yeah, if I was still on the ranch, who knows? Maybe I could end up being a streamer after a while. It's like, well, we're not making money selling cattle anymore, but we can stream the cattle. The animals.
That's right.
It is funny because people don't see, like, if you're not out there, you don't see. So, believe it or not, cows, they, especially the younger ones, they jump up and down. And so I remember we bought some cattle, some heifers at one time, and they were young, so we had them in a separate pen, right? And so I would walk over there with the bag of treats. They're like little cakes. We call them cakes. They're little round treats, and I would go walk over there with the bag and put it in the trough. And man, they know when you're coming with that stuff. They smell it, and they're so jumping up and down, all happy. I was like, what in the world? So it's interesting, and sometimes you might end up having to raise a calf, a little one, for a little bit because for some reason mom just doesn't want to, be a mother.
Well, you use that one for the milk and monkey around with a calf on that. Interfering.
Hamburger medium.
Yeah, but
rare.
they're great animals though.
No, yeah, yes, maybe a little rambunctious, but no.
Yeah,
when I was growing up, my parents had friends with a farm, cows and pigs and all 9 yards.
We're kind of out here in farm-ish land. Like in our part of the county, it's a bit more residential. But if you go about 10, not even 10, about 5, 6, 7 miles kind of north, you just start hitting farmland. So if you keep going, you hit the Poconos, where all the scary things happen.
Yeah.
Right, Si?
Uh-oh.
And don't miss your exit.
It's not like the Poconos, right?
That's right. where every house looks like the shed behind the house. That is still to this day my favorite. That's my all-time favorite line.
That's
So,
funny.
I mean, Cyrus was just done with his therapy sessions. Now he has to go back. You reminded him.
Brother Brian is in the house. He said you could see some cows videos where they've bonded to humans like dogs. They like to jump, play, and kick a giant ball around.
They do. They're actually.
Oh my goodness.
They do bond to you, especially when we would put a small pen by the house, and that way we can come out and feed the baby calves every once in a while. So they bond to you because you're feeding them. So, and there were times when we had to go certain areas. Didn't ride a horse all the time. I mean, we were on our trucks, drive and all that, tractors. But there were times when we had to get on a horse to find cattle that were missing, and the brush is thick and high, right? And you can't see. So we had a couple of horses, and my stepdad had a real horse that was trained to where as you're riding through the brush, it'll stop and look, and it's looking at a calf or a cow laying there, and you can't see it, but they know. And that's how you find them. So Yeah, horses
There's
that are trained to
Dreadpool. It's
track.
almost like his
Ah!
ears were burning.
He was.
Dreadpool.
Red, we were just talking about you, brother.
Yeah, we're talking about cows in the ranch.
What just happened said we were at the Iowa State Fair on Saturday. We walked through the cattle barn and across the street they were serving hamburgers.
Fresh hamburgers.
Oh man, and said Dreadpool is the narrator I hear in my own nightmares now. Oh my goodness. So
And you know what's funny too, is
ahead.
real quick, that
yeah.
I remember a few years back they started, grass-fed beef, right, was a thing at the stores, and so that meat was more expensive. But I always think it's funny because a lot of your beef come from cattle farms, right? The majority of them. So the majority of cows are grass-fed on where they come from. They're only, I guess, once you sell them to the auctions, and it's been a long time, maybe it's different nowadays, but they're only maybe at the auctions they're only feeding on whatever grain, corn, or whatever for a short period. But for the most part, every cattle is grass-fed for the majority of their life until they get to the auction area, and they might feed some they might eat on some McDonald's before they get butchered.
Well, they don't
So I always
know.
thought that's funny. It's just a way to gimmick to sell you.
Now there's a meatless burger.
Yeah, now they get the impossible.
Impossible burger. Impossible meat, whatever.
Don't you say not true,
From impossible
Dreadpool.
cows.
Yeah. Yeah, impossible.
They're just fed impossible grass.
Possible
Right.
grass.
All right. So, me, my weekend was basically nonstop. Jacob is in week 2 of his 3-week Eagle Scout project.
Oh, how's the shed building going?
Well, we have a frame.
There you go. That's a start.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna go over to the synagogue and take some of the wood and do some pre-cutting. So Jacob and I are gonna go and get some of like the rafters and stuff cut, and then on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we're putting up the walls. Sunday they're putting up the roof, and I think
Nice.
that'll be it. That'll be it.
Nice.
So, and then Sunday night was a band rehearsal with the band that I used to play in that I somehow made my way back to. Interestingly enough. So, doing some singing, doing a little bit of keyboard playing, but that was Sunday. And I did get a chance to record our final video games monthly box.
Did you get good stuff?
You know what? Our wonderful.
Without spilling the beans.
I'll give you guys a very quick. It's okay.
Can't see, but it looks good. Looks
It's
decent.
all right. Well, not really. There's another Borderlands crap.
Yeah, you don't like
Yeah.
Borderlands.
No.
They could put Snug in Borderlands 4 and you wouldn't like it.
No. And it's funny because it's not even a full game. I'm gonna show you this one. It's the add-on pack.
Oh, what the heck?
So
what does
yeah,
that mean?
it means that you need Borderlands to play it.
Oh, what the heck?
I
Really?
know. So they sent that. They did send a couple of good games, but I don't know. I mean, it's not a horrible last box, but I mean, Seth liked doing the videos, but he didn't play the games, so it just
Okay.
didn't become. It really didn't become worth the money. So I'm thinking about some other stuff that I want to do with Seth. Just kind of. I had this thing in mind. I've seen other like dads do this, but I was thinking about doing it with retro stuff. Since you guys know I'm, heavy into that and into the Atari VCS stuff, and I was thinking of doing a kind of a stream with him where I introduce him to retro games and show him, like, he's played older games before, but they've all been like, Super Mario Brothers and
Super Mario Brothers 2
right.
and
You know,
3.
and
yeah.
he's played the original Sonic games, and all this is good.
Nice.
But I was thinking about, having him sit with me as I show him some other retro stuff and kind of let him play it, get his thoughts. I was thinking about trying to do that a little bit. They would certainly be, if they're streams, they would probably be earlier in the day. But if not, I was thinking of doing them in, just recorded video format. I've seen a lot of people do that. So, something I'm thinking of,
Nice.
to keep him involved.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So.
Maybe a fresh opinion on some of these retro games.
Well, his the opinion, what it's like seeing those as a middle schooler,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. So, I did get a chance to also start recording some of that. I've snuck in some Atari VCS. It's been busy, but I've tried to find some time for games.
Yeah.
I picked up 2 retro games.
Ooh, what'd you get?
The Conquest of Camelot. Forgot the subtitle of it, and then there's another one that's the kind of the sequel. It's not as popular as the other one, and that one is called. So the first one was Conquest of Camelot: The Search for the Grail, and I also got Conquest of the Longbow: The Legend of Robin Hood. So the old-fashioned adventure games, like the Sierra adventure games. So
Nice.
played a little bit of that until I hit the scene with the wild boars, and you have to stab them with your spear, and that's harder than I remembered.
Nice. I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures you put in Discord of the Quest for Camelot. I remember that game.
This is on PC?
It's on PC. Yes.
So what do you have to what do you have to press to stab with the spear?
Space bar.
Space.
Yeah.
Maybe the space bar. Maybe it's a little sticky or.
No, it's just all about timing, and it's like I don't know how pixel perfect it has to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you any feedback saying like too early, too late, or whatever. Yeah. It's like, no, you die, and it's like, oh, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of paper on there, and I'm going to mark exactly where I pressed it. See if I can figure it out. The first boar is easy. The second one, it's like I haven't had a success with the second one. So, and then there's a third one. You have to kill 3 in a row.
Yeah, what just happened? I have a fan on. It's hot over here. Still.
Texas heat.
Yeah, I mean.
Right.
My AC's been running nonstop. So we have to move our AC temperature up a little bit, just to give it a break. So we have, extra fan. We have a fan in our bedrooms, and just to keep us That way I don't have to put the AC down. I think sweating. We had a little break though. We've had some rain here the past few days, so that's helped out a lot.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But yeah, it's been high hundreds every day, pretty much. I think there was one day.
Damn.
We went to lunch at work, and just that during work, and we were walking back just from my car to the building. It's like my skin was just burning, like it kept burning. I was like, man, I felt like I was walking in an oven. That's how hot it's been lately. So it's been crazy. I know y'all got a little heat wave there for a little bit, didn't y'all?
Yeah, for about a week up here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes the heat is extremely intense. Like I was wearing like, black socks and shoes, and it's like my feet were like burning. It's like, dang, what the heck?
And it's mainly been down south, but I saw today it showed on the West Coast, like North California, it was in the high, like 109, 105 area. It's like, wow. So, got to stay inside, keep cool, play more games.
Yeah. Schools are back in session?
Yeah, my daughter started Monday.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Mine starts after Labor Day.
Yeah. Well, so our regular schools start after Labor Day, but Jacob, my oldest, is dual enrolled this year. He's taking. Yeah, but I didn't realize this was a thing. He's taking college classes at the community college because he's got all of his high school credits. So he's taking most of his regular classes that he needs to take at the community college, and then band and his SAE for his magnet program stuff at the high school. So that starts on a week from today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gearing up.
Yeah, my oldest, in her sophomore year, she took a test so that her junior and senior, all she was taking college classes. So she, when she graduated from high school, she had her associates already. So that does help out whenever, when they go to college, you don't have to pay for the basics. Somewhat. The college universities will get you one way or another. Oh, you're coming in with this associates. Well, you got to take this class and that class now. Add to your major. It's whatever. But yeah, they do that here. Get the dual classes. And it was hard for her too, because there was times when if she wasn't taking classes at the junior college and she came back to the high school, she was like, wow, they're so immature over here.
I know.
Man, people are pouring in.
I know. Scepter, what's up, brother Scepter? Brother Distracted and Axel, brother Axel here. The second of 3 of the Iconic Video Games podcast and Good Morning Xbox on Sundays. Part of the Gamers United Guild. And he said,
I missed him.
I know.
I missed him this last Sunday because I was at work.
Ugh. So he said, Myke, I have some retro CDs. What do you have, sir? Oh. And somehow we got onto socks. Your feet were...
Peter, you got to wear white socks, sir.
Yeah, your feet were...
Yeah, well, I don't...
so hot.
I don't want to discriminate anything, so...
He said, but I'm also not a scientist, so I could be full of shit. Oh, my goodness.
Distracted for Life. Andor starts next month. They got delayed to September. Just like all these games that are getting delayed.
Right.
Well, for every game that gets delayed, the more I can play some SnowRunner, so...
There you go. There you go. That's the more Atari VCS I can get in.
Yeah.
Brian's got it. He said, wear one sock of each. I
There you go.
can't support all this political sock talk from you guys.
We went from cows to socks.
Ooh.
Axel 32 Gaming, brother Axel, member for 15 months. And he said, I got a mint copy of Virtua Cop 2 for my Saturn.
I don't know that I've got Virtua Cop 2. He might.
And it's mint. I only have mints, but not games.
He might have one that I don't. Looking.
You got to put a mint in the case to
No,
keep
I
it
don't
fresh.
see it.
Yeah.
Don't see it. Man.
That's cool. I can't wait to see a stream about you
Yeah.
going through it.
Yes. And hang on a second. So Hasslehoff brings up a game. Hold on a second. Part where I get up.
Oh. Mike's going to the vault.
Oh, snap.
Hasslehoff just mentioned a game that does not get a lot of recognition, that does not get much about it doesn't get much. So let me put it this way: people don't know a whole lot about this game. Scud, the disposable assassin.
What does it say?
It's-
Scud?
Did he get
This was
unplugged?
Oh, I brought a Nate in
this
the
was kind of
house.
neat. You could
The
play
mate-
this game with both the controller and a gun.
Prayers
so-
for your mom, Nate. Hope all is well.
If you have the stunner, although I can't play it on a modern television, you could play this with the gun.
Wait,
So
yeah, Mike,
it was
Mike, are you muted?
definitely a
Okay, hey, Mike.
different game. Hey, what's up, Nate?
Muted Mike.
Oh,
Ground control.
Stone Cold Stunner.
Still can't hear you.
Mike, that's good.
Oh. Wait a minute, something happened. I can't hear you guys.
See what happened? Nate jumped in, and then Mike's.
Nate says, I hear Mike. So we
Hang
maybe
on.
we can hear,
We
can't
can't
hear
hear
him.
Let me
What?
fix my
What in the world?
ha. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes,
Ah,
we can hear you
okay.
now.
That was weird. I don't know what happened.
Well, you got scudded.
I got
Well, TV Hasselhoff said it's an audio issue or a sock issue.
I am wearing socks.
Oh, so you need to take them off then.
I said I feel like Mullis is mocking us with his weight loss. If he gets any thinner, I'll have to unsubscribe. It's just not in line with my life choices. That's funny. Hey, do you guys know how many people have actually asked me if I'm sick? I'm not kidding.
No, you know what? That's understandable because when you get at our age and people see you losing weight, at a kind of quickly, I guess. They sometimes it could be you have diabetes or you have something going on,
Yeah, or
Hey.
worse.
Yeah.
Well, right. It was a ringworm.
Yeah, that too.
So, but
Nate, are you single?
Yeah, a friend of ours just lost her husband, 60 years old in cancer. So,
oh my God,
people-
that's funny. That Hasslehoff, you look. I can't repeat that. But no,
Well,
I'm
Myke
actually.
was singing some demo tapes, so he might go Freddie Mercury on us. You don't know, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Super chat from Axel, $2. Somebody give Myke a sandwich. Oh.
You know, I don't have my normal snack with me too tonight.
A handful of nuts.
These nuts.
He's nuts.
Oh, you set
Oh.
me up for that.
Yeah.
So, I love you, chat. You guys know that.
Well, hey, you know, Axel, tell him to send you that copy of the Virtual Cop 2 with the sandwich.
But I see.
Try both.
Yeah, but I can't play it because I don't have. Number one, I don't have the stunner. Number two, I don't have a TV that stunner can play on. Bologna with guacamole. Sounds like something out of a video game. So, oh my goodness, this chat is the chat is where we want them to be tonight.
Yes.
So, I just realized distracted said I can't hear Sire. Now I think you can play Virtua Cop with a controller, but no, you can't really play that game with a controller. That'd be like trying to play House of the Dead with the Dreamcast controller. No. Except any retro gamer worth the wait has a CRT. I had one. Okay, so any retro gamer worth the wait that doesn't have a wife that said you can't keep that TV, yes, has a CRT. I had to give the CRT up. I truly had no place to put it.
I mean, you could drive around and see if you see one on the side of the road. I mean, but it's been a while though. People already got past all those CRTs. Now you see old school, some of the earlier flat screens on the side of the road now.
This is true. There, I bet I can find. Myke is so skinny I can't see it when he turns sideways. Where'd I go? I'd move the wife's clothes. Oh my goodness.
Actually, you want to live, right?
All right. That's what I'm saying. This is not a man. This is not a man that. This is a man that has some things he's got to tell his wife. What? Okay, hold up. Myke is so skinny when he turns sideways and sticks his tongue out, he looks like a zipper.
Without jeans?
I'm gonna be at some point sleeping in the middle of the night, wake up, and go, oh, that's what he meant. Axel says, I tell my wife to make me a sandwich. And you know what?
Good luck, Axel.
His wife, he's saying this because his wife's not in the chat.
No, she's too busy making him a sandwich.
I've seen his wife on stream. She'd whip his ass.
I believe it.
Let's be honest. Just like mine would whip my ass.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'm gonna put on some Adventures of Billy of Tea.
Oh, the Billy of Tea.
Yes, the Billy of Tea.
And I tell Myke, don't put a crying chest on the boat. 30 seconds later, we're sinking.
Oh, the boat's sinking.
Like, oh, that was quick.
I didn't understand what you meant. I hadn't played the game in so long. I didn't know what the hell a crying chest was. I didn't realize it meant it was going to destroy your boat.
That destroyed our boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I have to say, the game is improved.
Or you lost all communications at one point, and we had a stranger on the boat, and you stole a book, which was okay because we couldn't find the key and other stuff. I think it was glitched or who knows what, but
Who knows?
so I dove down, grabbed a barrel out of that shipwreck, detonated near the boat, that other boat.
That was pretty good. Hang on, let me see if I can get to the crying chest part.
So TV Hasslehoff says Myke is
Yes.
getting in shape to start his OnlyFans stream.
Well, if I can look like
Yeah.
a zipper. There is
Dude.
okay, it's the chest of despair. That's what it is. Chest of despair.
Yeah, look, did you see? You see, it's crying right now. Water's pouring out.
Yes. I didn't
Let's put
realize
this on
what
the ship.
I
See what happens.
I didn't realize that it was gonna flood the ship as I'm running around the ship going, why is it filling with water? There are no holes in the side. No. Zelda!
Yeah.
Princess Zelda is here. Our lovely Princess Zelda. He was here for this stream. He was in the chat while we were
Yes, she was.
playing this. So and that reminds me, I am going to start sending out invites. So so Madam Zelda, you and Brother Titan, we need you sometime in, we'll give him time. We can get you guys sometime in September for a Tuesday night show. I will reach out, and there's a few people who have expressed interest in coming on and talking with us. And so I have been, admittedly, a bit negligent in getting people set up. But I am, I'm going to get that moving. So. But this was fun up until the time I brought the chest of despair onto the ship. Hold on, let me see.
so
Let
we
me
had
get
to
to that.
a fresh
Yes.
new boat.
Well, you went and got a boat because it sank hitting the rocks that we got it stuck in. So then, did we bring the ship back? We brought the ship back.
Yes, and then we loaded up the loot.
We
And
loaded up the loot. And I brought the chest of despair on. And then it was downhill from there. So. Wallace is getting ready to star in The Machinist 2 alongside Christian Bale. Gonna be confusing when they're both on screen. All right, I'll take that, Cyrus. Thank you. Be better if he starred with Christian Slater. Is he still alive?
Yeah, I haven't. You've been quiet lately.
I'm sure. But so this is a game that I had a good time playing it, and they have definitely improved it.
yes,
We definitely missed you, Chris. I know you were under the weather, so we got to get you in the next one to so we can man a brigantine and do some adventuring. I think you'll be like me and you will enjoy the game a little more. Especially knowing that Peter knew what he was doing and I didn't.
Yeah.
I barely know what I'm doing.
So I don't know, you're the pirate legend of us.
Yeah, true. I let you steer the boat, though.
You
That
did
was very nice of me.
You did let me steer the boat. I do appreciate that.
And I did watch a little bit of the stream. It did look good.
So
they're supporting this game. This is what, season 8?
7, I believe.
7.
Yeah.
something like that.
I still think that once they finally figure out that, oh yeah, there are a lot of people who just want to explore.
Yeah, and fight skelly boats and
they might
some
find an increase of players coming back, and if they're able to have their own servers and invite their own friends, you might see an increase of engagement, even though the numbers are up there. But all you can do is ask, right?
Yeah, that's all
And
you
if
can
they don't
do.
do it,
asking is free. They might you might get blocked, but
yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just that I haven't played it in a while, and there is that 4K upgrade that happened to the Series X and all that, and it feels like the water effects are better.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
each time
feels
I'm
like
playing
they-
that game, it's like, oh, it looks so good, especially,
Which is crazy, right? Because I mean, it already looked great even when it first came out.
Yeah. Well, now with good HDR, good 60 frames.
Yeah. It makes you wonder too when Skull and Bones comes out, as long as they don't get delayed this year.
Yeah, see how that is.
If that one ends up becoming popular, especially among gamers who they're playing the PvE, not PvP, and they're just out there, having a lot of fun, and it's become a good streaming game where people are not, killing each other, whatever, and they're playing the game together. That might force Rare to do that.
It's also like, how do they combat cheaters? It's still in Sea of Thieves once in a while, or you still find one guy that you can't. It's impossible to kill.
Yeah.
You're 3-2-1, and the guy never has to eat, has unlimited sword slashes and unlimited ammo and a whole 9 yards, and it can be on fire and doesn't take any damage and stuff. It's like, those are the ones that are frustrating, and it's
Yeah.
I'm glad that I haven't encountered those that often here in this season 7, because that would take the joy out of me, and I'll be done playing. But so far, I've been playing almost every day.
Yeah. So, but y'all are playing where it's cross-play optional, right? So you're playing with PC.
Yes, I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed, but yeah.
I don't think it's so. It's not that it's cross-play, but what I did notice was it's controller only. So,
well, yeah, or they say we try to, match with control only. So it's like.
But there's an option where you can play console only, right?
Well, I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it is. I know people have talked about it. I don't think it is. But I think that at least keeping it to controllers can at least help with some of it, because I think a lot of the issue was you're playing against people on mouse and keyboard who are much faster than you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But still, I think on PC it has faster processing of all the inputs.
It could be, but I do wonder. I also wonder if the move to 60 FPS on the series consoles at least evens that playing field a little bit. Because you're definitely not twice the frame rate on PC as you were on console anymore.
Right.
And we didn't run into anybody, really. The one guy we did run into wanted to be our friend, we think. until he stole our
No,
shit.
he didn't. He stole our book.
He
He
stole
was
our
like all
boat.
friendly and stuff, but you lost
Right.
comms, and it's like, so it's I was talking to you, but you couldn't hear, so that was all problematic. It's like, we'll see what happens.
Nate says my galleon is aimed the biggest deck.
Biggest deck, yeah.
The biggest deck. That is
Mm.
fantastic. So.
Yeah, they
Kevin
can't
says,
ban
"Love
the
the
word
thief."
deck, so that would be kind of.
Yeah.
So his name
So-
will be saved.
So, at least it's a game that's out and not delayed.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it is funny when we were saying. I think I was saying in the in our Discord. I'm like, well, it looks like, it looks like God of War is gonna be the last man standing, and Chris was like, well, we still have this, and one by one started with Deliver Us to Mars. Thanks, man. You had to name those games.
I
And
ruined
you
it.
had
Sorry, I
to-
jinxed it.
You had to, and now Deliver Us from Mars is delayed, and I'm highly anticipating that game because I really liked Deliver Us to Moon. In fact,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
It
a
was-
good game.
one of the few games that I actually did an NLG spotlight for.
Yeah, all
Oh.
three of us raved on it, and I almost got the dev on, but because the timing, he was up in the Netherlands
Yeah,
and
Qeorge or whatever
we
it is,
just-
studio.
yeah, we just
I
couldn't
forget how
figure
to
out a time
pronounce
to
it.
get him on.
Yeah. Well, there's still time. We can still figure it out.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, I
Uh,
heard that, Invader. It's a shame.
Yeah. In place of electric cars
Mm,
that you can't afford.
mm-mm.
Oh. Wait, what's up, Brother Invader? Another Gamers United Guild brother from
charges
Sunday
and
night.
challenges. I mean, isn't it just the V8 stuff? No.
Well, no, they came out. I mean, as of right now, Mustang, they're gonna have that. Well, the next gen that's coming out, they're still gonna have a hybrid option. I know they have an electric, but I didn't see that, and they're still gonna have your V8 option. And as far as Chevy, the Camaro, I believe they're still coming out with a gas one, but they're going all electric. I think by 2035 too. So I would imagine the Camaro and the Corvette would be electric. So, yeah, it's a new world.
Well, it's getting there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having an electric vehicle, but it's expensive.
Well, that's the thing, and
I have a hybrid, and I think that's the next step to go.
yes,
I don't think we need to go all electric right away. I don't think we're there yet. It's just not
We
convenient.
should have been a hydrogen already.
Yeah. Well, Keanu Reeves couldn't get it going. He tried. Right. In that movie that he was in, was it hydrogen or it was water?
What
Well, I
movie
mean,
was that? I'm trying to think
It
what
was
movie
like
that
based
was.
off a true story, right? It was like an
What
all water hydro generator, like power, and all the
hell?
oil, gas went out to his ass.
I don't remember what movie that was.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
No. A hybrid is probably where I'm headed.
It is. I love my hybrid. I fill up every 2 weeks. I mean, it's great on gas. It's an older. It's a 2011. The newer ones are much better, of course. But oh yeah, that's right. Invader Morgan Freeman was in it. Yeah.
The only thing is like, how long do those batteries last? You know, being able to this hybrid batteries.
I don't know. Mine's a 2011. But see, I like the hybrid option because, so I'm running on electric up to about 40 miles an hour, and then after that, of course, you get on highway, it's gas, but but when you're running through the city, idling, you're on the electric.
I mean, I drove I had a hybrid rental from my dealer, and there was not much battery. Each time it says like, "Oh yeah, charge full," and then it's like it's gone, and like ways too quick. It's like didn't do a whole lot.
Well, and that's why I'm not as much interested in full electric, and I have priced them, and I've looked at the distance, and there's I mean, with the Scouts, we drive up to Pennsylvania, to New York. We drive to places that there's no way I could take, kids and then have to stop for like a hour and a half to charge my car. No. So I think the next one we do is going to be hybrid, and I'm hoping I can find a decent...
I mean, the battery technologies has to be better.
No, it
Longer
is.
charges, quicker charging.
But it still takes a long time. I mean, if I'm correct, that it can still take 8 hours to fully charge a Tesla.
Depends how you charge it.
I mean, if you have a charging station at home and it's convenient, and you charge it daily, but that also has to add to your electricity bill at home too.
It does.
Because I heard that takes up more electricity as an AC.
Well, and if you decide to just use your regular power, it's a 24-hour charging cycle. So it's so weird how, and not to mention what they have to mine to get the batteries, to get the. I mean, it's.
That will be less and less too, and battery technologies will improve.
Yeah, it will.
Different materials and all that stuff.
But
that has to improve.
You'd hope,
but
so.
It's hard. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. Go ahead.
But also nowadays, it's like they're doing some tests with like hydrogen cylinders that you could just swap in and out. So you just
Yeah, they actually they do have to look at. They can't just go all electric right away. It's just not convenient enough. And then if both you and your wife have to drive, and you both need electric, so then you got to figure out who. Okay, I'm gonna charge today. You charge tomorrow. It's just not as convenient because like my hybrid, I can get 500 miles on one tank.
Well, now they have some electric cars that can go over 600 miles on one charge.
Yeah.
So till that becomes,
affordable,
common and affordable.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to the point where you have a charging station at every gas station or whatever. It's just not as convenient enough right now.
Yeah.
But,
I had heard,
your roof would be solar and stuff, so it charges up as you go,
right,
and even do longer ranges.
Yeah, well, and it's like Brian F. said, the electrical grid. It really, in some places, they can't support. If everybody had an electric car trying to charge their vehicles, it's already bad enough right now here in Texas. They're asking you to put your AC up to 78. Because everybody has AC here. Right. And it's already hard enough on the grid.
Right.
Well, the thing is, like, everything could be solar. Roads can be made of solar and stuff.
No, you're right. I mean,
it charges you drive.
That's what I've heard somebody else say. Like having
things,
some
or even houses and stuff, your roofs and other stuff. Even if it's it's certain common structures.
Well,
then it could work.
Right.
But there's a lot of resistance, though.
I've also
Like
read
your
some,
regular power companies, unless they support that and go into that service, they'll fight tooth or nail.
well, yeah. No, and that's
But before you know it, it's like we have to import electricity and other stuff from the Middle East and stuff.
is need
Mm.
electricity
I mean, they already
pipelines.
work on like super solar stations and other stuff. It's like we're
Yeah.
behind the times. Then we're always dependent
Yeah. Yeah.
on a dependency.
Yeah.
But
I
hey,
mean,
we
really,
can be oil independent if we don't oil independent if we stop selling it to everybody.
Yeah, and we were until recently, but that's a
That's
whole other
another-
issue.
That's another.
That's a podcast. That's a podcast that I don't think anybody's gonna want to stay for.
But there's no. Then it's also the price of a barrel of oil doesn't match what you pay at the pump either.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, that's a whole
Yeah.
different story.
So that's another night's podcast.
Yeah.
That would be, you know what? That would be I think that would be a great show. Is us just, discussing, discussing current events and stuff like rational human beings, because there's none of that going on.
Mm-mm.
There's none of that going on right now. So, Scepter says, "I want OPEC talk." Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
I'm hoping that by the time we retire, that I can get in the car, press the button, let it self-drive, and I just play some games while I'm going wherever I gotta go. That's it. I don't want to drive when I'm, in my.
I want idiots to stay off the road. Can we do that?
I don't think that's.
Well,
I tell you, like lately, there's so many idiots on the road. I don't know if COVID has anything to do with it. Either it impairs driving, or people haven't driven, or it's absurd.
Yeah.
And they're
It's
all
like,
from.
please stay off the road. I mean, if you can't drive, stay off the road.
I don't know. I don't want to say too much. My wife's not listening to this, but she makes me nervous when she drives. Don't tell her.
My wife. So, riddle me this, Chris. You have an older daughter. My son is about to turn 18. When we were all young, way back in the day, we couldn't wait to get behind the wheel of a car and drive, right? We couldn't wait to have our independence. We couldn't wait to get our first car. I can't get my son to drive. Like, did you have this issue?
But you have to drive him, right?
I have to drive him everywhere. Like,
I would say grab your bike. There you go.
It's taking him
My daughter
forever.
does drive, but she made it a pain to get her license.
It's taking him forever to get his.
Yeah. No, you're right. My mom did not want to teach me how to drive, and so I would use my best friend's. His mom would let me use her car. I used her car to take the driving test. So you're right. I mean, I could not wait to drive, get my license, and be free.
Yeah. That's how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's so easy to get here a driver's license in the United States. You go to some of the European countries, like, holy ass.
They made it harder though.
I mean, here it used to be like you can drive a camel, you get a license. That, it's.
Well, I don't know what they did where you guys are, but they've made it easier here, with the one exception. You have to have time with instructor, or you have to have instruction time,
or the parent. I know here it's either instructor or a parent. You have to log in so many hours,
right?
Which I'm sure a lot of people just kind of whatever.
I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, you don't have to parallel park to get your license anymore.
What the heck?
I've heard that. I think it's still here, but I've heard that they
Not
were
in
doing
Mar-
away with that.
In the
Maryland,
Netherlands, you have to do 2 special moves, which is either like parallel, like parallel park, make a U-turn in the street. That was something else too, like highway merging and stuff, on ramp, off ramps and stuff. If you do that wrong, you fail your test. Here, it's like people have no idea how to merge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I failed my first driver's test because I learned how to drive in a Chevy Chevelle, which was like this big.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I took the test in my dad's Subaru station wagon. So I completely failed the parallel parking because it's a totally different way to park.
But here also, like, it doesn't matter if you drive an automatic or a stick shift, right? In the sense of for your license. In the Netherlands, if you do your exam with a stick shift, or no, let me say this: if you do it with an automatic, because it used to be like most cars used to be shift sticks. If you do it with an automatic, there will be a restriction. You can only drive an automatic and not a shift stick.
Really?
Because it's a whole different way of driving.
You're right. I've never seen that. I've never seen before.
Yeah. I know I failed my first test, which is funny because I got the parallel parking right. But the second time when I passed, I failed the parallel parking. Did everything else or whatever. So. But I mean, a lot of the newer cars nowadays, you don't have to parallel park yourself. You just press the button and it'll do it for you.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, some of the newer cars have that option.
Really? I have not seen that.
You got the camera and all that. It'll do it for you.
I have a camera and I see lines, but that's those lines don't move. It's not that fancy, but
my car is with the hybrid. It's the first time I had a rear camera, and I use that all the time. And when I drive my wife's car, who doesn't have one, I'm like, man, what the hell? How do you back up in this thing? You get kind of used to it.
Yeah. Axel said he had to drift parallel the mom's station wagon. I think you should have to just drift. I think that should be part of the test.
And we're talking about Gran Turismo and Forza, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You got to take your test before you can drive out in the racing streets.
That's right. And you have to do that in not Forza, but you have to do that in Gran Turismo.
Yeah. You know what? When I first started playing Gran Turismo back in the day, I didn't mind doing that. But nowadays, it's like, no, let me skip the test. I don't want to do that shit anymore. Just give me my damn license. When you're younger, that's kind of like, oh, okay, it's a challenge. But you've been driving for years, like, no.
Yeah. You just want to get in and drive.
Yes.
That's kind of that's what my allure to Horizon always is. Just let me drive.
Yeah, no boundaries, no.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm thinking that the Sega Rally driving test. There you go. Bryant says Project Gotham Racing style points for donuts.
Remember Driver?
Kudos. Oh, I remember Driver.
Test in the garage.
Yeah.
I remember Driver.
Yeah.
Be right back.
In fact, I might have. Do I have videos of Driver? Okay. Driver. Do I have videos of Driver? I do. I might. Drive. Yes, I do have movies. Hang on. Let's see what these look like. These are old. Let's see. They're WM.
Drove horse and carriage. No.
Let's see. They're WMVs. I wonder if OBS will play them. To show you how old so these are all from the original NLG site. Oh yeah, they won't. They not play? Oh, there we go. These are 320 by 240.
Yeah, that used to be very big back in the day.
Uh-huh. Well, this is how I had to store them. So the file size is 3 meg for this video. This is how I had to remember back when the NLG website was around, there was no YouTube. Even game trailers, they had their own server. We had to put this stuff on our own server. And oh, sorry guys, if you guys can hear that. For some reason, I'm at.
They need a remaster of this game.
Hey, yeah. I don't know why I can't hear it. There we go. Now I can hear it.
I hear it.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. I can't hear you the THX surround sound. I'm surprised this even works, this video. Because... let's see. Here's some actual authentic Myke Mullis NLG gameplay from back in the day.
Even back in the day, it was very destructive.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure this was the Xbox version, the OG. What year was this? Driver was... oh man, what year was Driver?
99?
Oh, now this is the third game. Hang on.
Oh,
This is Drive 3R.
The third one that had a yellow Dodge on the front, right?
Yeah, this game was 2004, so you might be right.
Yeah.
Let's see, Driver video game.
Played it on PS2.
Yeah, this was the Xbox version. Let's see.
Microsoft Windows. Yeah, October 99.
Wow.
As well as PlayStation was June of 99.
Yeah.
It was also on
I played
iOS in 2009.
I think I played this.
Probably doesn't play anymore.
I think I played the first one on PC, and I had a. This is.
Yeah, I played it on PC as well.
This
I had
also came
a
out.
I think I still have the disc.
setup with the pedals, and I remember Myke, you were on which podcast? Beyond Gaming Beyond or so that you brought up the old the one racing game in Chicago City, down the Microsoft one.
Midtown Madness.
Yeah, I remember playing that. Yeah.
It's too bad
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not BC.
That should be of all.
Shit.
I continue to call BS on some of that.
Yeah.
Oh. You remember the
Yeah,
first
Driver
level
3,
in Driver.
that one was on Xbox. That's 2004. June.
Yep. So that's the first game that hit the Xbox.
It was on PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
Yep.
Also mobile, it says here.
There was another game.
Didn't get very high ratings.
No, it never did. It was never a. It was never a big seller.
What's that, Driver?
Yeah.
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 Now
What drew me to Driver, of course, the driving, but I enjoyed playing Grand Theft Auto, and I felt like it was similar style.
in a way.
Playing that one, so it was just natural for me to. Plus,
Now-
I enjoyed the story about it.
Now
You all played
was-
Starsky and Hutch, right?
Oh yeah, I played Starsky and Hutch.
That was in co-op. That was so much fun.
Hang on. So this
Here's
is
a
the
fun
game.
fact. I played that game before I saw any Starsky and Hutch TV show, but I love the game.
Do I have any movies of Starsky and Hutch though? I only had pictures of it.
What was that other game there in San Francisco? It's also like I remember a yellow vehicle, but I forgot the name of this thing.
San Francisco Rush?
No.
No. This, by the way, is called Chase. This is a neat game. This is kind of like Stuntman,
Oh yeah.
where you had various things you had to do, while you're making a movie. So, I loved this game, and I loved it so much that this is one of the games they used my quote on the back of the box for. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody else played it, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was Drive to San Francisco. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drag Pool was.
That's the one that I was talking
Really
about
too.
earlier when I.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking of.
that one was enjoyable too.
Yeah, it was. I like those.
Yeah. Chase Hollywood Stunt Driver, the name of this game. By I Imagine and
Interesting.
published by BAM. Oh. I like this because I could use the this had customizable soundtrack, which was great.
Yeah.
Oh. It didn't get great scores, but I liked it. I
Or the
thought it
Italian
was.
Job. Remember that game?
Which one?
Italian Job.
I
yeah.
remember the game, yeah. Let's see if I have anything on that, the Italian Job. I do. Do I have movies? I don't have movies. I just have pictures of it. And this one was based on the movie, of course.
Right.
And these were fun. No. What else we got? Who wants to ask us some questions? Somebody
Well, I
sent us.
know earlier Hasslehoff talked about the whole deal with Microsoft and Xbox Brazil.
Yes.
Stuff that came out, and we talked about it a little bit. Everybody else has been talking about it. Didn't that some of that just came out last week last Tuesday, right? Didn't that?
Yeah.
And we did talk about it a little bit on the, and now of course more has come out since then, like about the practices Sony were doing as far as paying for other publishers, developers to keep the games off Game Pass. Like
Yes.
recently was the one about Village, Resident Evil 8, right?
Yeah, and people knew about that.
Yeah,
When
I
it
remember hearing
happened.
about that then.
No, and look, as far as I'm concerned, I said this on Gaming Beyond the Box last week.
Yeah.
Business is business, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you're able to do that, that's business. But don't then play the victim.
Yeah, that's
the part.
You can't come crying.
Yeah, that's my thing. Cry wolf, that's very hypocritical of them.
Yeah.
To make it seem like they're gonna be hurting so bad if Xbox has the marketing and pretty much the control of Call of Duty that it would give them the edge. It's like, okay, but isn't that what you're doing with all these marketing deals that you pay extra, whatever, or threaten, as far as not allowing this game to be on Game Pass?
But would it be like, could it be like mafia practices? Like, if you don't, because Sony is at least like the last gen, it was the biggest one there is, right? I mean, they're pretty powerful based upon the amount of consoles and games you can sell. So they can come back to whatever publisher, and they have a lot of power over them by saying like, hey, if you don't put this, if you put this on that particular platform like cloud, then I'm not going to put you on the store, or I make it hard for people to find your product in my store. I mean, could have taken place? I don't know. Could have. I mean,
or maybe
Xbox
we
might
won't
know a lot of that, because now that they own ZeniMax, I'm sure they have some insight now on how a lot of the contract negotiations were done between Sony and Bethesda or ZeniMax. I mean, look at as they were acquiring, Sony had made deals for Tokyo and the other one, something Pool, right? Loop. I can forget.
Deathloop,
yeah.
Deathloop, right? Which still hasn't been announced.
Yeah, they probably can't.
Xbox.
I don't think they can till their exclusivity is done.
But I mean, like you said, Myke, like I had no problem with it. They made those deals, and these companies agreed to it. It is business. All sides. Sony's not the only one that will, be a little bit bullish. And Xbox and Microsoft had the money to bully their way, and they've had to do that, right? They did that during the OG and the 360, where they pretty much went out there and they threw money at all these developers to put only on Xbox, right? Or when Call of Duty came out, they had exclusivity to marketing deals, first on Xbox, whatever, like DLC, certain things. Xbox had to do that. They had to throw money, but during that time, while they were throwing money at all those deals, they weren't developing their studios. But Sony developed their studios. They built a good, first-party platform to where, where they had a decent amount of first-party games being made. And then when they came into the PS4 gen, then they became bullish with the marketing deals that go along with their first-party stuff. So, and it worked for them. But now Xbox has come around, right? We need to get back to being we got money, so we need to go out there and start, we need first party. We need to build up our first party studios, and that's what they're doing. And so Sony looks at that, and that is, they can't compete with that. Now there's, first it was ZeniMax, and now it's Activision, and they are going to lose that marketing rights to Call of Duty. There's no way Xbox is gonna allow them to have marketing
No.
rights on Call of Duty going forward. Of course, they have whatever contract deals they have on these next 2 Call of Duty years. You know, see how that plays out. But you know, and Xbox is going to honor that. But if they're allowed, there's nothing in that contract because those contracts were done way back when. There's nothing there that would say not allowed on Game Pass. Well, they're going to be on Game Pass, right? So,
Right.
you know, Sony can have marketing rights on the next 2 Call of Duties, but if it's in Game Pass day one, that's good for Xbox. And,
Well,
there's
and
nothing
that's
Sony
the-
can do, and that's that. It's business.
Well,
you know?
That's the other thing that they are trying to stop. And that's why they were so vocal about it.
Yeah.
Is
Mhm.
because, I mean, think about what Sony has said. Sony has said that Call of Duty is such its own franchise. It's like its own, what do they call it? Its own genre. That is difficult, if not impossible, for other companies to replicate or to do. Which actually, if you think about it, kind of insults EA and
Heck, even Destiny for part of it.
But I mean, think about it. EA has Apex Legends as part of Respawn. You know, they have the Battlefield series, and you know, you're basically telling those people your games aren't Call of Duty.
Yeah,
So,
and Fortnite. But the thing is, those Apex and Fortnite have been able to compete by coming up with the Battle Royale.
Right.
And it became popular.
Right.
And Call of Duty had to adopt that with Warzone, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are people out there who can compete, and they come up with interesting ways that are different from their games to make them different from Call of Duty. And then Call of Duty has to adopt it. I mean, Battlefield, for a while, like, they were competing with Call of Duty. Were they outselling them? No. But they've had some good Battlefield games where they developed their community, and there were people out there saying, no, Battlefield's better than Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
And of course, these last, you know, Battlefield 4 or whatever, the last
Has
couple
not
really
been.
didn't do well. So, but it's not that they couldn't compete. It's just that they just need to do a better job, right? You know.
Well, and the you know, where was I getting ready to go with this? I just lost my. Microsoft had already said from the start that they weren't going to keep Call of Duty off of PlayStation for no other reason than not, and they argued this in response to Sony complaining to the Brazilian government that it's not profitable to do that. It isn't going to be
They've already
profitable.
said that. Remember?
Yeah.
You've seen the tweet from Phil after they announced that they bought or intend to buy Activision.
Right.
The Call of Duty will remain on a PlayStation platform.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that Sony is only interested in Call of Duty. If you notice, they never said anything about Overwatch.
Yeah.
You know,
or
it's
Crash
not like
Bandicoot. Like don't
Crash
say
Bandicoot?
away.
Right.
Yeah. Diablo 4.
Right. And Diablo 4 is already going to be multiplat. They're not pulling that.
No, they're not.
No.
So, Nick, no worries, brother. Nick said, sorry, I was inhaling food. We got dinner cooked late tonight. Don't ever apologize, brother. Never.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, we're glad you
No.
glad you can still make it.
Yeah.
We don't want you to starve
Oh.
watching us.
Yeah.
While your wife's eating by herself and eating a good meal, and you're over there, well, I got I gotta watch my boys. Can't eat right now. No, sir. We're not.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
Besides, we enjoy watching you get served wonderful plates of food Wednesdays on Amico Forever.
Oh, I thought you said you enjoy watching them eat crow.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think that this is hilariously. This makes you not want to root for Sony sometimes. It's you just want them to just stay out of the way.
Fatty. It's like
Yeah. Because like we said, it's business, and they, they're very bullish as far as. I mean, they did a great job of it during the last gen. It's like, the whole deal. Xbox was struggling to have to get deals and so on, and a lot of these games probably would have came out on Xbox, but Sony paid not to have them come out on Xbox, right? Or at least for a time. And that's not so much Sony's fault. It is business, and Microsoft was at the time pulled back and reevaluating Xbox, and they were not spending money. They allowed the Call of Duty marketing to go to Sony to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, Xbox could have paid more for it.
Because they used to have that, right?
Yeah,
they did.
They had it. The first Call of Duty that came out for last gen. They showed it first on 2013 or so. They had it.
Yep.
The first one.
They had it till 2014.
Yeah, and then they allowed it to. So, Sony pretty much had a free reign during that time and took advantage of Xbox struggling, and they pulled back to rebuild.
And that was I have always maintained that was a tactical error on Microsoft's part.
It was
they have made multiple tactical errors.
They at least if they were struggling with the first party, they at least needed those marketing deals. At least they should have kept Call of Duty.
Right.
That would have helped them.
Do you
sell
think
more
people wouldn't, say they had still the marketing rights for Call of Duty, and the Xbox One with the Kinect, even though it was more expensive, might have done better.
It might have, because don't
forget,
had
the rights, and people walk in the store and all they see like, oh, Call of Duty equals Xbox, because what it was Call of Duty equals PlayStation, and they never.
Yeah, because that was huge for a lot of Call of Duty gamers, where they're like, oh, I can get this first on Xbox, even if it's just a month. But it was a big deal because they wanted to play that new whatever it is, right? New DLC, and also on 360, you had custom consoles for Call of Duty. And that went away. But those were huge back then.
Well, not just that, but with that also went the esports. All the esports turned to PlayStation consoles instead of Xbox consoles.
Yeah.
That was a problem. So,
hey, what's up, Monkey Punch?
Brother Monkey Punch is in the house. So and again, getting back to the original point, I think that the biggest issue I think we all have, and I said this on Gaming Beyond the Box, is that for Sony to cry victim, like, oh, woe is us. It's not like would they have been able to have a chance at Activision? Probably not. No, but you still,
probably not.
Maybe in the back end, you talk somebody like Tencent into buying stake in them so they don't get bought. Yeah. Don't think I haven't thought about that. And that's a little, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little conspiracy theory-ish, and I get it. But
I'm not sure if Sony would have gone with Tencent though.
why not?
Maybe in break. Well, part of it maybe one because of Japan and China. There might have been some conflict there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Maybe, but I mean, Tencent does have some. They do have some stock in certain Japanese studios, right? Do they? I don't know. I'd have to look into that, but I thought I.
And I think they just made a new
Awesome.
that's the one they made the new investment in Ubisoft.
Yeah.
But they bought more shares, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just at a time when they were talking about possibly being acquired.
Yeah. They can
No.
still do it.
Hey, brother, back. They could. No.
But yeah, I mean, it's, you know what? Sony can cry, and they're making their case, and I get it. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to prevent it from happening. I think it's a done deal. Just going through its course. Sony would be fine. I think Xbox is doing a good job competing. They're fighting back. Things are looking good on their end. Sony's doing it right too.
Of course they are.
It's competition.
Well,
They
they
will
keep
have to-
Sony on their toes, you know. They have to,
Exactly.
they cannot be complacent. And
No, it can't. Yeah. So, you know, what now that's good push them. They have Bungie. And yeah, Destiny's not on the level. It's very popular, but it's not on the level as Call of Duty. But Bungie is capable of creating another IP or continuing Destiny. Destiny could turn into a Call of Duty at some point. You know, Call of Duty's been around a long time, so it takes years for that to happen. So, you know, they were smart picking up Bungie. Even though Bungie said, well, we want to stay multi-plat, that's fine. But Sony will have the advantage.
yeah, you didn't hear Microsoft crying like.
No, they didn't. It's like, wait a minute, we used to own Bungie. How could you do that?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
And so now that gives them a good start to where they can have Bungie help them with future IP that are, you know, like Destiny, like Call of Duty, you know, multiplayer, you know, FPS or whatever. So they will be fine. And future Destiny stuff can go into the PS Plus.
Right.
You know, and it won't go on Game Pass. So, Sony's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And of course, Nintendo's not complaining because they're like, we'll do our thing. And then,
right, they don't care.
You know, yeah.
Right. We're just going to bring out another OLED Switch model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And I know it has to be, though, in a way, probably a little sore to Sony that, you know, no matter what, all monies go to Microsoft. So that might be another reason other than, so there's multiple reasons why they're going to want to try to push to keep Call of Duty off of Game Pass. And I don't know how you do that. I don't know how how anybody can force Microsoft to not put it in their own service. That's a non-starter. That is happening.
No, all they can do is doing other third parties, and what I said earlier, threaten like, hey, you know, getting the TLC that you are accustomed to by putting it on a PlayStation Store if you put it in Game Pass.
And they can do that, but as Xbox has done a great job with Game Pass to where it's come to the point where these third-party companies are like, well, they're really giving us a good offer. I mean, Game Pass has really helped us, the engagement. We're like, nah, I'm sorry, but we're still going to do Game Pass. That's all right. You know, so, and that's what Xbox has. They've had to put in the work to prove that with a lot of these publishers and studios, and it's worked for them. Now, of course, you got companies, you know, some Japanese publishers like Square Enix or Capcom they're going to be a little bit more loyal to Sony. There's a little bit, they're like you said, Peter. They can make it hard for them. On certain things that because Sony still has, they're the big guy in Japan, and they can make it harder for them. So Sony has the advantage with those companies, and I get that.
I still think that Sony's gonna buy
Square Enix.
Maybe Square Enix.
They might as well.
Yeah, they might as well.
At this point, it's like you're never going to see Final Fantasy on Xbox again. Not anytime soon. As far as the new stuff,
right. So
or any of the Kingdom Hearts and stuff.
Exactly. So, I think that when you look at what Sony is saying and what they're doing to keep those games off of Xbox, I find it hypocritical for them to complain.
Very.
That and again, that's the problem. Call of Duty's going to Xbox. They're getting the marketing. It's going to it's going to Game Pass. They're getting the marketing. Yeah, Sony's going to be fine, but they do know two things. Number one, they're going to lose market share. They're going to, because Call of Duty players are going to go back to Xbox because that's where
a lot of them will. Yeah,
because don't forget that controller. That controller was a big thing for people to have to get over.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
well, the whole esports and what they're gonna the whole ABK brings.
Yep. Well, because the MLG, that they could resurrect, and Sony also knows every dollar spent by gamers on Call of Duty on PlayStation is going to Microsoft.
Yes.
And they know that.
Wouldn't it be funny if on Xbox the game would be $60, but on PlayStation $70? They could do that.
They could.
Because apparently that's what they love to pay. If you have to believe the Twitterverse.
Well, yeah. So I think that it's funny. But at the same time, Microsoft had to pay Sony probably a good chunk of money for MLB The Show, right? So
them or MLB? Wasn't it made? I mean, they made the deal through MLB to have it on Game Pass, right?
Yes,
Sony had no control over that.
But Sony did develop the game. It's not. I think it would be unreasonable that Sony gets nothing of that.
Oh yeah, true. Unless they're getting paid from MLB, so I'm sure they get more money because now it's on Xbox, and so the sales from that and Game Pass probably, of course they're probably getting a little bit, bigger percentage, cut than what they used to when it was only on PlayStation. So I mean, you're right, they're benefiting from that, just like Xbox has been benefiting with Minecraft being on PlayStation,
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Infinite? Totodope in the
Brother
chat.
Totodope. Yep. So, we're getting along to the fall, right? We're in August. I think once I think once we get to September, October, we're gonna see everything pick up, because this is where we start seeing the all the regulations and stuff go through, and
Yeah.
I think this is it. So
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they, it might get done this year, but Xbox may not come out until early next year to announce it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Well, we know right now we have Gamescom coming here next week, right? And it's just going to be pretty much rehash what has already been announced, and maybe some new footage or whatever. Ooh, there you go, Peter.
Oh, Infinite member for 20 whole months. I got to pay Pete to skip a month so I can be first.
Infinite, appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, we love you, brother. I know we know you work and don't get a chance to hang out as much, but you know it's always great when you can.
Got to get him on again too one day.
Oh yeah, when he's got a night off.
Why can't he come on and talk to us while he's working? I mean, I see Eternal Shaddai. He's working while he's on the Good Morning Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Infinite.
That I know who I know whose number. He's definitely at work. Oh my goodness. What costs more, renting Azure, or MLB on Game Pass?
Yeah, you're right, because Sony is paying for the Azure also.
Yep.
On their end
Yes,
too.
indeed.
So Microsoft making money.
Oh, Microsoft is making a lot of money.
Around.
Yes.
And so Xbox, of course, would benefit from that. Thank you.
Well, that's why they're not that concerned.
Yeah, Microsoft's money doesn't jiggle, it folds.
That's right.
Actually, it might be. Yeah.
No, true dreadful. We don't want that to happen, because then we'll see Infinite doing his own for OnlyFans, and he'll be streaming all the time, and we gotta watch that terrible gameplay all the time, 24 hours. I can only handle that every other week on Retro Renegades. Where were we? Where were we getting to?
Oh, we were finishing up the discussion about Activate. That was our one topic for the night.
Yeah.
So.
But okay. So we were talking about, now that we're getting into the the fall, and we're starting having some of this stuff come out, and I was bringing up Gamescom, and we'll see what comes from that. We might get a surprise or two.
Well,
you never know. And then,
I don't know.
Everybody,
it seems like so. I want to temper that though. Everybody, and maybe it's because everybody is saying, temper your expectations. So that said, we are going to get some new Hogwarts Legacy, even though that's
not
delayed.
coming out till
2023.
Yeah, February,
but Xbox
right?
did say,
isn't it? Everything is coming out in February.
But they did say they would go over the games that are coming out in the next 12 months. So, I mean, I understand. Like, Gamescom is not an E3 reveal first or whatever. Keeley did say he's gonna have something, right? During the Gamescom.
He did.
He's gonna have a 2-hour show or something, or.
Yep.
Yeah. So who knows what he might bring on there. Hey, what's up, Matt? And then just today it was announced about Disney's going to have their own
Disney Marvel
for their Disney Marvel, Lucas, all their games that they own that are in development. And that's going to be, when did they say that was? September?
That is, hang on, I was just looking it up. The D3 Expo. That is going to be on the Friday, September 9th.
Okay, so about a week or so after Gamescom.
At 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Digital Showcase will feature incredible new content from Disney and Pixar games, Marvel games, Lucasfilm games, and 20th Century games. In addition to all new announcements, fans can expect new reveals from titles including Disney Dreamlight Valley, Marvel's Midnight Suns, and LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. as well as a sneak peek at an upcoming Marvel Ensemble game from Skydance New Media.
Midnight Suns, another game that was delayed.
Yeah. So how many of those games are going to end up being multi-plat now?
I think
I mean, we obviously know Xbox has an Indiana Jones game.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we still don't know if that's multiplat or not.
We do not. I want to think about this for a second. I'll move on that for a sec. I think that if Wolverine and Spider-Man can stay exclusive to PlayStation, if Wolverine's going to be exclusive to PlayStation,
Yeah.
there is nothing that I would say that I would think would force Microsoft to make Indiana Jones multiplat.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
At some point, you got to fight. And I'm not. God, I hate being that guy, but sometimes you got to fight back, and that would be how Microsoft has to fight back, is by saying,
Well, yeah,
by keeping that game on Xbox.
yeah. I mean, they could do the same thing and say, all right, we're gonna either keep it permanent for a time, so that it gives them time to bring subscribers over to Game Pass.
Yeah. I don't think for a minute that Wolverine's going to be on any other platform. I mean, maybe PC eventually, but
Yeah.
Any other console.
PC, yes.
Wolverine is a PlayStation exclusive, flat out, 100%.
Yeah.
So by all rights, Indiana Jones should be too. There will be other games. Obviously, you have the sequel to Jedi or Fallen Order, which is multi-plat. You've got Ubisoft's game that's going to be multi. Yeah, it was probably signed before the acquisition, but it might also have been signed with the acquisition in mind.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be, yeah.
And maybe they put down some more money. It's like it's exclusive now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Disney likes money.
Right? Yeah, well, yeah, and I mean, trying to think what the other... Wasn't there one other Star Wars game? I thought there was one more Star Wars game that was in development. And I'm not talking about the remake of KOTOR, which is in, if you believe what you read, could be in development hell. There it is.
Yeah.
See, I knew Mav knew this. Right, we knew about the Star Wars game by Massive for Ubisoft. Star Wars strategy game in development. We knew Jedi Survivor, and then so there was a strategy game that's in development. That's the one I'm missing. So we'll see if that. I mean, clearly says incredible new content in addition to all new announcements. So sounds like Disney is making a comeback on the games front.
Yeah.
Right.
And now they're doing their own showcase.
Exactly. And that's
maybe
what
they say our next Spider-Man is going to be by us.
Maybe.
So.
Now, Skydance New Media, Mav, as I was just mentioning, is also doing a Marvel Ensemble game. So, well, Spider-Man is in Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
And Midnight Suns.
That's a Marvel deal, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's...
Uh-huh.
But Sony had the advantage with Square Enix for the Avengers game, where the Spider-Man was only on PlayStation. Right? The DLC for Spider-Man. Oh yeah, the Quantum Dream one too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So this is gonna be this could be a fun one.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of time to digest it over the weekend for that. You know, as much as Mav, as much as Mav is big up on this Star Wars stuff, and the Marvel stuff, perhaps that's the Tuesday night to have Mav and Caitlin on.
Oh, yeah.
Ha! All right, Mav, clear your calendar for the hell is that date?
September 9th.
The 13th. All right, clear your calendar. You're coming on. You and tell Caitlin she's not ducking us this time. Mr. Caitlin's coming on
cool.
too. So, and we'll talk we'll have plenty to talk about after that, at that showcase. So,
And then of course, later on, we don't know if we're getting an XO22, do we?
I don't think we are.
Anything? Yeah, we're probably not. But then, so other than that, we have the Game Awards in December.
Yes.
And Xbox has been pretty good about saving something big for that. And a lot of other publishers too, so. But speaking of this fall, we also have a lot of delays to 23.
Oh God, yes. Let me see if I can pull up a compendium.
Yeah. So I'm at least glad that Saints Row's coming out next week, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you might want to hold off until you actually see it in the store.
That's already gone gold, so that's coming out no matter what.
Yeah, you could say that.
No, don't say that. And Peter already said there's co-op there, so we're gonna have to have some co-op stream. Either me, Peter, me, you, Myke, or you two, or whatever.
All right, hold on. Oh damn, Metal Slug Tactics was even delayed. All right, here we go. Here's what's been delayed so far. Hogwarts Legacy.
Hey,
go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
probably easy to say what's not been delayed. It's
God of War.
smaller list.
Yeah.
God of War. Hogwarts Legacy. Suicide Squad. Forspoken was one of the latest ones. And by the way, so Hogwarts Legacy is February 2023. Suicide Squad is just 2023. Forspoken is January 2023.
Yeah.
Redfall, second half 2023. Although it's got to be before June, right?
Yeah.
Because it was at the.
Well, they both said even Starfield was early, right?
Yep. So it's gotta be before June.
Mm-hmm.
So, in fact, what I would consider out of Microsoft the current big three: Redfall, Starfield, Forza. They all have to come before June because that is the 12 months in which Microsoft said they were coming.
Is Redfall that big?
I think it's got a potential to be.
Yeah, I think so. They with Prey, Dishonored, and then recently Deathloop.
Yeah,
they made a name for themselves.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's Halo Gears big, but Arcane has really stepped up as a studio. I mean,
they're
I
proven
think there's
studio.
no, yeah.
And Deathloop being nominated for Game of the Year, it also put them, more out there now. As Arcane Studio. So I think that helps Redfall.
Yep. They also did help with Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yeah.
So I think it's So when I say the big three, I mean the big three of Microsoft's 10 polls of
right.
next year. I don't mean it's, again, I'm not saying it's, we're replacing Fable and it's Forza it's Gears, Halo, and Redfall. I'm just saying that of the big games coming out next year by Microsoft, that's one of them. Because we still don't know anything about Avowed, about Compulsion's game, about Project Mara, about Fable. I mean, there's still a ton on the table, Contraband, that we don't know about. And so right now, Redfall, Forza, and Starfield are the big three from Microsoft.
Yeah.
And they're all coming early. Supposedly Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake is next year.
Yeah.
Avatar was pushed, the new Avatar game. We know about Starfield.
Warhammer 40,000. That got delayed. Is that later this year? Or it was, I see on here September 13th. Did it get delayed to September 13th?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Because I see, so I'm looking at September and I see Eva West, and we just saw that that's delayed.
That just got moved to
right?
November, I thought.
November, okay.
Hold on, I'm looking. November 22nd is Evil West now. Okay, hold on. Here we go. It is not coming out in September anymore. According to the official Twitter account, today we decided, this was on July 28th, we decided to delay the launch of Warhammer 40K Dark Tide to November 30th for PC. Xbox Series X and S will launch shortly after PC with a specific launch date to come.
Yeah.
So, 2023.
Yeah, maybe. Or, December.
Yeah, Diablo 4 is next year, we think.
Yeah. And see, a lot of those games in September, Golem, Lord of the Rings Golem, did that get pushed back too, right?
That did.
See, and that's another, there was all these games like Lord of the Rings Golem, Warhammer, Evil West, and Deliver Us to Mars were all September.
And they all got
got delayed.
So yeah, so Stalker 2, Dying Light 2 for the Switch got moved. Little Orpheus, which still, they're still beta testing the Halo Infinite campaign, and we're in August.
For Pete's sake, bring it out already.
It's coming.
Apparently, Forge is a big deal.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of things about that.
Yep.
It looks like it's.
I tell you what, man, if Season 3 comes out before co-op.
No, they delay Season 3 till co-op.
Yeah, they said the co-op would be part of Season 3, but towards the end or something.
But they already had the beta test, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
It's gonna happen before.
It's gonna happen.
Sure.
We swear. We swear it's gonna happen.
I ain't worried about it. When it comes, we'll do some streaming.
Yeah.
When it comes,
all good.
When it comes, my kids will be out of college.
That's fine. But you can still co-op with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be co-oping from the retirement home.
Yeah, are you saying that the co-op for the next Halo game will be out before Halo Infinite co-op?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Exomecha was delayed.
Oh yeah.
The new EA Sports PGA Tour was delayed. Breath of the Wild 2 was delayed till spring 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Even like the updates to Witcher Next Gen are supposed to be out sometime later this year. It was pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield, Kerbal Space Program 2 was delayed. Yeah, Season 3 was delayed till November. It just I can't I just can't with Halo anymore.
Hey, as long as JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is coming out on time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Replaced, which was one of the big indie games from Sad Cat Studios, was delayed. Homeworld 3 was delayed. Sea of Stars, Star Wars Hunters, Avatar. Yep, so Lord of the Rings Gollum delayed from September 1st to, quote, a few months later.
Oh, maybe
Ark,
23 then.
Ark Raiders was delayed. Midnight Sun,
Yeah.
Metal Splash, Nightingale, Hogwarts Legacy, Deliver Us Mars.
You think Gotham Knights is October 25th? You think that'd be the next victim? I mean, they've been showing stuff here lately. It seems like they're still planning for it October.
I don't believe anything anymore. I don't believe a thing. I won't even believe it when I'm playing it at this point.
I don't. It's weird. I don't see it. See, here they show Stalker 2 for December 8th, but we don't. But they didn't really give a date anymore, right? They just said delayed. I mean, and we all understand, you know, they are a Ukrainian studio, so I mean, all we could do is pray for them and hope that at some point, there's more important things going on for them in their lives than getting the game out.
Yeah.
So, and I think when the game does come out, that's something that we can support them. I probably will just buy that game, even if it's in Game Pass. Yeah, I mean September is the biggest month. What am I looking at? I mean, we know Call of Duty's coming out at what, October, November.
Yeah, I believe so.
And then, and of course, God of War, Ragnarok, November also, right? 9th or something like that.
Yes.
But that's not a guarantee either, right? Had they?
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
I mean,
so it's a guarantee in that Cory Barlog said.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
So
it
he's
should.
Gotta be,
I mean that.
Well, it's not like they're rebuilding the engine and stuff like that.
They're using a lot of the same assets from the last one.
Yeah.
Which is, that's what you should be doing. There's no need to rebuild it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, the thing is, people need to understand that a lot of these games, they've been in development for the past 3-4 years or so, maybe longer. But during that time, they've had to deal with the pandemic, right?
Right.
So I'm sure that has set them back. And so maybe now, just recently, the CDC just said that, they've taken away a lot of those restrictions, and a lot of places have started to come back into the office. And, and all these people coming back, it's like, well, we're not we need more, a little bit more, you know, once they all start coming together in person and then you start looking at all this stuff, it's like, well, we need more time. And so I think publishers are giving the studios a little bit more time because of the pandemic, but also that bad word called crunch, which for most people is called overtime, has
Right.
become a thing a lot these past few years in the media and everybody, and it's a bad word. And so I think a lot of these publishers are like, they don't want to be looked at as the bad guys, so they're having to, you know, get with the devs and say, all right, we don't want to crunch you, so we'll give you more time.
Right.
But we do, and you know, and that means a better product. That's fine. So I think that's, you know, like Activision is now unionized, right? Is it all of Activision or is it certain?
It's a good question. Give me a second.
I
And
thought it
so
was just a Raven
the
Soft,
one
whatever
studio.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And so, and Microsoft is going to honor that. Xbox is going to honor that. And so it's a lot of things have changed in the workplace, and for the better. You know, you want a good workforce. You want a good, ethical, diverse, you know, a fair workforce. You know, a lot of
Absolutely.
times if you have overtime to finish a product, part of it is management, mismanagement, or you know, whatever. And if you can afford to delay and push back a little bit, you're not, and so you may not have to force people to overtime as much. But it's still, there's a schedule there. You know, even if they delay it, doesn't mean people are not working overtime to get it out on that new date. You know, I mean, you have to get the game out at some point.
Yeah.
Got to make money. So, you know, I think that's why a lot of these studios have pushed back a little bit. It's like, well, we could do it, but we're gonna have to work more hours. And it's like, well, no, because you know that guy over at that Forbes, you might talk to somebody, then they're gonna make us look bad.
Right.
So let's just delay it a few more months.
Well, and
Is this the worst year that we've seen delays?
this has to be.
Yeah,
I think so. But it's one thing that they all get delayed, but then they're all coming out in February.
Oh, right. Jason Dryer.
Yeah. And maybe some that are in February might get pushed back a little bit too, maybe a month or so. I mean, you're gonna have all these games come out around the same time.
I mean, they don't get the love then
they may not
they deserve, because
depends on the game, right?
People's cash will be tied up and spread thin at that point. If there's too much to buy, there might be casualties.
Especially after a holiday, right? They spend all this money on a holiday, and then it's like,
yep.
Now you want me
and
to
that's what they said in our Discord. Like, even the games that are coming out now, unless they're like extremely bad, they will do more than well, because there are not that many games getting released, so they're not fighting for your cash as hard.
Yeah.
You can buy them all and still be.
Well, plus the Microsoft games are all going to be in Game Pass, so there's more money you have right there to buy the other games.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
So all these games coming out in February, does that mean Redfall and Starfield are not coming out till after that? Maybe April and then March, May? Because like you said, they kind of come out before June.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I didn't see a lot going on in January though.
January was, what did I say was January? One was coming out in January. Hang on.
Yeah, Forspoken, I think, right?
I
Or
think
maybe some of the
that's
other-
the one. Forspoken to January 24th. So, hey, Marceau, brother Marceau's in the house. What's going on, man?
Marcel, what's up, brother? Yeah, I mean it's delays, but I still feel like we have plenty to game, and plus with the backlog, and if you have Game Pass,
What's the
and now that
backlog?
there's PS Plus, like if you know, like me, if I decide, okay, now I'm gonna get me a PS5 this holiday, well then I can jump on was it the extra PS Plus extra, where you get a lot of the PS4 games and so on there with that tier, and that tier
Yes.
is appealing to me because then I can play a lot of these games that I missed out on PS4, or you know, and then the early PS5 games. So those of us normal gamers who don't game every day and for hours and play everything and beat everything within a week or two when the game comes out, I mean, we have plenty to play while we're waiting for these games to come out. So, I mean, it does suck when there's certain games that you really been looking forward to.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this real quick before we head out. Is next year as far as January. I'm seeing Dead Space remake and then Forspoken. That's it.
Oh, the Dead Space remake. I forgot that was coming out next year.
Yeah. And maybe this hasn't. This is on Game Informer, and then February they showed Delivers Mars Hogwarts Legacy. But I think you just saw a couple things there that delays it. They just recently announced February, right? There was one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know when this was updated though.
Article I just pulled all this stuff from was from 2 days ago, and so
Yeah.
that included the Forspoken delay. Oh. All right.
Yeah. I mean, not really much anything else, unless anybody in chat has something.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's pretty much everything that I've seen.
Now, I continue to kind of I continue to hack away at the Atari VCS stuff, and
There you go. What I know for me, the next big game that I'm looking forward to play is Saints Row, which is the all new. And one big reason why I'm excited to play Saints Row because they've gone back to Saints Row 1 and 2, what those were about, right? It was more, less of the craziness. It was more of a GTA style kind of, especially, 1 and 2, they were trying to compete with the GTA. So on this one, it's more about your gang or whatever that you're building up to compete with all the rival gangs, kind of. And it's kind of cool. I was reading something on it about how as you take over certain businesses, those businesses unlock abilities or whatever for you, right? So I'm more interested in that because it kind of reminds me more like San Andreas and stuff like that. And Saints Row 2 was kind of like that, where you had to take over territories and stuff like that. So this new Saints Row is more up my alley, more appealing to me.
it's
So I'm
more
looking
like
forward to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm looking forward to that. And you know what's funny? When I was looking at the games for 22, I didn't see Plague's Tale Requiem, which that's coming out October.
They
September?
well, they didn't really.
Did they give a set date for that?
No.
Plague's Tale?
No.
Really?
Oh.
And the same thing with Scorn too. They haven't really given us an official date.
Scorn, though.
Scorn,
Scorn.
I thought they said something. I forgot what it said.
Yeah, Scorn said
October?
that they were still coming out this year.
Yeah, that's an October game. That's got to come out. You know, we play that on Halloween and shit.
October 21st was the last date that they had, but
yeah,
I don't see an official date yet. But they are still swearing it's coming this year.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Mav says that doesn't include the indie games coming out next year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Game Pass, some good games are leaving. In case anybody wants to grab some discounts before they go.
So what games are leaving?
Elite Dangerous, Hades, Myst, NBA 2K22, Signs of the Sojourner.
Yeah, we'll probably get NBA 23 in there.
Yeah,
soon.
they are.
Yeah. Spiritfarer, 12 minutes.
Oh, Spiritfarer. If you haven't played it, I really love that game.
I know. 2 Point Hospital, What Remains of Edith Finch, and World War Z.
Wait, 2 Point Hospital's leaving? Yeah, I guess now they have the university. So.
Yeah.
So, now, what's taking its place?
Yeah, there was a good one in there, which I have. I still need to play that one.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
I picked it up on I almost picked it up on so many occasions, but then it's like, am I gonna play that? I'm definitely gonna try it out.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how long I can invest.
I got that one when I bought Valhalla. I got a good deal.
Yeah, Coffee Talk,
for 60 something.
Manousri. So those are the ones that are coming. So Immortals, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Immortals Phoenix Rising. So.
Mm-hmm. You know, Ubisoft has been just playing Valhalla, and now I'm on Origin. Man, it's a beautiful game.
Hey, when is this Ubi Plus coming to the service?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It may not happen until maybe they were waiting because they were trying to get acquired.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if EA is doing well in Game Pass, shouldn't Ubisoft also?
Yeah, I mean they have some games in there, right? Like they just added Ghost Recon.
Wildlands.
Wildlands.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, which I need to play.
That was fun.
You didn't play when we were playing, Myke?
I didn't.
I think he played. Didn't he play a little bit?
I don't know if I played Wildlands. I played what was the one before
I think so. I think he played a little bit with us.
Or was it Breakpoint I didn't play?
You didn't play Breakpoint.
I don't think you played Breakpoint.
I didn't play Breakpoint. Gotcha.
I didn't get into Breakpoint as much as I did Wildlands. I had a good time with Wildlands with Peter and
yeah, Wildlands.
And Coop.
Brother
Coop.
Yeah, and Witty.
And Witty.
Yeah, you know what? I did play Wildlands because you ran me over with a helicopter many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, Nate.
All the EMPs and stuff in the helicopter, so much fun.
Helicopter, you go to request a helicopter that falls on your head. Hey.
Yeah. That's not a bug, that's a feature.
Coop, where's Coop? If Coop is listening.
Where is Coop? I know.
Man, miss Coop, man. Never. I did message him maybe last month just to check in with him. He said it's just been working. Just his schedule doesn't work well to hang out with us. So hopefully, if he listens to this, we miss you, brother.
We do.
He's probably still riding his slow Mero or his electric bike to work. Just take some days to get to work and back home. He's too tired of the game. But other than that,
Yeah, I think we've
so
covered everything. Anything else?
what are you looking for next, Myke, as far as any of the newer games coming this year? I know a lot of games been delayed, but anything on your radar? Are you getting God of War Ragnarok?
Oh yeah, of course I am.
You're in Peter, right?
Yes.
Leg's Tale would be the next one.
Yeah. I got to go back and finish the first one because I hit a glitch and I just messed it up to where I would have to start over that area, and I was like, I didn't want to. I got fed up with it, so I just stopped. So I need to go finish that before the next one comes out.
It was
But
so
I really
good.
did enjoy it, though.
That was so good. But that's the one I'm looking forward to next.
Yeah.
What about you?
You too, Peter?
Yeah, Ragnarok and Call of Duty, perhaps.
Yeah, I think I'm interested in the new Call of Duty, the story, because it's like a sequel to Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yeah.
So, and Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite Call of Duty, so I just might pick that up.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But definitely, like I was talking earlier, Saints Row. And then Plague's Tale, Scorn. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely Plague's Tale too.
Hopefully, yeah. Skull and Bones. That's still coming out this year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
So,
Yeah.
I got delayed to November.
I mean, first seeing them believing, obviously, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Although that has a better shot of coming out, the fact that it had been delayed for so long.
Yeah.
True.
So
Well, I
it's
got
a good
there,
shot.
You know, nobody.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be a great streaming game for us and play with some friends. I can't remember if I saw like how many people can be in a game together. So I think 4. I forgot who told me that, but I do look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Although I don't know if I'm looking forward to paying $70 for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's coming. What do we say? November. So I may not have a sale for a while.
Yeah.
Until February when all the other games are coming out. But other than that, that's it for me.
Well, and that's yeah. All right. Well, yes, it's the show that never ends. No, I think we're gonna call it here. We've accomplished our goal of not really talking about anything but the Activision thing, but also talking about cars and
car games
and car games and
cattle,
stuff.
hay,
cattle, right?
Cattle, yeah.
Farming. So, and Chuck's still here.
Yeah, where's Parent Plug? We can't leave until Parent Plug shows up.
That's why exactly. That's why. So that's right. Car games like Outrun. What a great plug for. What a great plug for Brother Marceau. Let me just hold on. Wait. Where is it? I have something for him. Where's my except God, now I can't think straight. Hang on a second. Hold on.
Speaking of plugs,
Aha. This is for you, Brother Marceau. Wait. No, play. Play. Ah, there it is.
train race.
Wait, no. Ah, yes, this is the one. This is for you, Brother Marceau. This is Marceau's favorite. This is how he wins. This is how he wins his races in his speed runs on Outrun. And however, you know, as I've said now many times, had he played this, he wouldn't get bronze. He'd get gold. So, just saying.
You know that racing game that you don't like that you were talking about?
Which one?
Tokyo Extreme Racer.
Tokyo Extreme Racer.
When I used to play that on, well, I played on PS2 and then I played again on Xbox. And I used to play my set, because you know how on the Xbox you can rip your songs and all that. And I used to play my own. I had my own playlist when I played that song because there were just, I don't know, my playlist just went well on that one when you're racing on the highway, you know. So that kind of helped me on that one.
This is one of my favorite tracks. This is one of my all-time favorite gaming tracks. This is why I tease Marceau about it, because in honesty, this is... And here's the original. So this is a kind of a remaster. Here's the original from the arcade. And there's just something about this particular track that's always... Hang on. And it's just...
That's some...
That's some 1990s right there, or 1986.
That's some ballroom dancing right there. Get down on that.
And the Genesis version of this is not half bad either. So, anyway, that's in honor of Brother Marceau and his awesome outrun speedruns. If you get a chance, and give me a second, I will, give me a second, Marceau.
I got a lot of respect for you guys these guys doing these speed run challenges or the certain retro game challenges. You know, I know GoGameGo and Papa P, you know, they do that.
And Chuck.
Chuck. I like that. I like seeing those who are good at these games, you know, how they can get those high scores.
Yep. So, all right. He says his next world record will be on this song. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So, all right. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. It's been a fun.
Yeah, it's good. It seemed like it's. Did we stream the last 2 weeks? Well, I know y'all played Sea of Thieves Did we have a show the week before?
We did. We
Or did
played
we
Fall
stream?
Guys.
Oh, we played it. So it has been a while.
It has
So
been.
we've done a.
It has been.
Yeah, no, this has been good. I mean, not a lot of news, but we were able to catch up on some of the latest stuff and get our thoughts out on that. So.
Why? What's tomorrow, DJC?
Well, tomorrow GOG. What's first? Who's up first?
GoGameGo
right?
is up first.
Yeah.
And that is at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. And then after that, it is Amico Forever, the ultimate gaming live stream. Episode 47, 9:30 Eastern. Be there.
Yeah, those are great. I hate if I miss any one of those on the Wednesday. I really enjoy being in GoGameGo's open chat. And just anything goes. And everybody in chat, everybody's participating. And then, of course, before I go to sleep, I got to jump in Amico Forever.
And GoGameGo is usually my my workout show. So I'm usually at, I'm at the gym at that point in time.
Yeah.
So.
I might have one ear, like I might be watching something with the wife most of the time, and I'll have one deal in my ear, and while I'm watching something with the wife, but I'm listening to GoGameGo, so I can get my input in on candy or something, something that comes up, right? Chips, people talk about stuff, old school stuff like that,
Oh, most def.
back in the day, yeah. I always enjoy that. And then that's Wednesday. So Thursday, we got what? We got Four Guys.
Thursdays for GQTV.
For GQTV.
Friday, of course, is Iconic Video Games Podcast.
Yeah.
Saturday morning is the Evercast with Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Pete and company. And then Saturday, Brother Lemon, if you're still here, are we getting back to the Dragon's Den?
We missed our
Saturday
Dragon's
night?
Den. Hopefully, I know he's bringing it up that it's coming back. So hopefully he's doing all right. If he's capable of doing that, if he's comfortable enough.
And then Sunday morning is Good Morning Xbox. The other Axel 1, 2, 3, 4, 1324. I know it's an old joke. 1324. And then Sunday night, of course, finishing out the weekend. TXR, the Xbox Roundtable. With Brother Invader and company. And then we get right back to Monday with Astro Smashed.
And every other Monday, you get Retro Roots.
Retro Roots, which will be this coming Monday.
Yeah.
And then us back again on Tuesday at 9:30.
But before that,
Retro Renegades.
The holes, going where they shouldn't be. The unthinkable.
The unholable.
Where you cover your kids, cover their eyes and ears.
Yes. Hide your kids, hide your wife. So. Well, the big block just got home. Sorry, mister. Don't worry. Man, you guys. Hey, no one should ever apologize for being out and missing the stream. Never apologize. You guys, this family never has to apologize.
Yeah.
All right? So, let me get this out of here since I went off that.
Yeah, I mean, you can always watch it later. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
what I do a lot of shows that I watch. If I can't catch them live, I'll catch them at work.
Yeah, exactly. Mav was on with Brother Boomstick earlier today. I didn't get a chance because of work, so I'm going to be checking that out. Checking checking that out during work tomorrow. So, all right, we are getting out of here. Oh, Peter, Chris, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff indeed.
Good talk.
Yeah, chat. We love you. Everybody who hangs out with us, even if it's late, even if it's for a minute, even if it's coming in at the beginning and heading out, even if you're at work, wherever you are, you guys are family. We love you, and you guys all know that. So, you know, we'll see you guys again very soon. Very soon, I am going to start getting some streaming back up, and I know I keep promising Peter as soon as I can, I can get back. Like,
Yeah, probably after Labor Day.
yeah, get back to the Friday night streams. It's
Yeah.
just it's been with Jacob's Eagle project and work and all this stuff going on. It's
And
just
then
been,
school starting to. I mean, it's.
yeah. Shout out to everybody out there who is able to make content, and you know, like Brother Nick and all of his GeekStorian
Yeah.
content and stuff. Like, I know he's hard on himself with that, but I mean, him and Chuck and Marceau, and you know, and Mav, and I just everybody who has made the time to make content. Like I'm sitting here making excuses, right? And that's all it is. Because
I do the same thing. Because I'm like telling myself, okay, should I stream on these days? Should I get back to streaming? Because I have a great background from Jay, so I feel bad that I haven't been streaming. But I do want to stream some here soon. Stream some of the Saints Row.
Yep.
And there's another game that I'm interested in playing is Hellsinger, which is going to have some badass music in it. I think that'd be a fun game to
It's 2-player co-op.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one to do. And hopefully we won't get copyright strike with having the music in the stream. I don't know. I mean, because that's what
probably will.
That's what the game is about, right?
Yeah, that is.
So
I mean,
that'd suck if they do that.
But even just the hassle, because somebody will, market is like, oh yeah, I own the rights, even though they don't. But
yeah,
all automated stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so hopefully, these few months during the holidays and all that, can do some streaming, get back to a little bit some steady, consistent stuff. And yeah. But no, this was awesome. Everybody in chat was awesome. Appreciate everybody showing up.
Absolutely.
No matter when you show up, doesn't matter.
No, never does. So, and Chuck, 5 videos a day. That's what we demand of you. All right, guys. I'm going to get us out of here. Have a great rest of the week. We always say pick up a controller, get some gaming in. Check out all of our other great Gamers United Guild brothers. Are all down in the description below with their links, including Brother Chuck's for tomorrow night. Oh, hey, look. Finally!
Oh, finally!
Finally!
Yeah,
we thought we were getting left. Man, we thought we were getting left out. Look, Brother Dread got to take care of him. Nicely done. I know the sex spots finally came.
Yeah,
that means it's time to hang out.
Go.
Yeah,
it
and
does.
Parent Plug, we missed you. Sorry we didn't see you pop in, but
we'll catch you next time.
Brother. Yeah, next time.
Game on. Or I'm sorry, that's Peter's. Play on, gamers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Game on, guys.
Good God.
Adios,
bedtime
gamers.
for me.
Have a good rest of the week.